So this is a song about a used condom in a gas station parking lot. You woke up and found the text and find the treasure and to get fresh under the stairs and find the Tupperware. You come downstairs and spark and puff. You get a spark and puff. And fueling up a Munson gas. What do you pass? Durex. I'm fueling up a Munson gas. What do you pass? Durex. And use Jimmy at the gas station. And use Jimmy, and use Jimmy, and use Jimmy at the gas station. And use Jimmy, and use Jimmy. And woke up and found the text and find the treasure and to get fresh under the stairs and find the Tupperware and come downstairs and spark and puff. You get a spark and puff and fueling up a Munson gas. What do you pass? And Durex. I'm fueling up a Munson gas. What do you pass? And Durex. And use Jimmy at the gas station. And use Jimmy, and use Jimmy, and use Jimmy at the gas station. And use Jimmy, and use Jimmy, and use Jimmy at the gas station. And use Jimmy, and use Jimmy, and use Jimmy at the gas station. Okay, so you might be wondering, what's the fucking big deal about this song? Well, I'll tell you a little story. So my brother likes to make these beats. This is a wizard. That's not my brother. My brother has a wife, a kid, a mortgage, and a bunch of important shit to do. And but when everyone goes to bed, he likes to sit in his lazy boy and make some beats. But when he makes these beats, he likes to smoke a little weed. And this was back in the day, a few years ago, before all these dispensaries opened up and started selling you some shitty weed. Dad used to have to know where to get the weed. But since my brother had all this important shit to do, a mortgage, a job, a kid, and a wife, he didn't really know anymore how to get the weed. But me, I hang out in places like this, and I know people like you, so I know where the weed's at. So every once in a while, 1, 2 a.m., on my way back from Providence, I like to stop at his condo. And I go inside, I walk down the stairs, I take the weed money and I put the weed in the weed spot. But this day, February, icy, cold, 2 a.m., I get to his front door and the door is locked. So look at his car, go to his car, and the car door is locked. So look at his wife's car and I go, I don't really know if the wife knows about the weed deal, so I probably should leave her car out of it. So there I am with this Tupperware full of weed. It's February, it's cold, it's icy, and he has these stairs, a few bushes, and some mulch. And I think to myself, that looks like the perfect place for some Tupperwares full of weed. So I take the Tupperware and I drop it. And little did I know, Tupperware bounces and that shit went right under the stairs. So I said to myself, fuck, it's cold, it's icy, it's February, it's 2 a.m., I ain't going to the stairs to get that shit. So I got in my car and I sent my brother a text and it said, find the treasure to get fresh. Put my car in drive and I went home. 8:30 the next morning, I get a text from my brother and it says, found the treasure, got fresh. I think to myself, all good with the weed deal. So now it's like Wednesday, I'm looking at my brother's Instagram and there's a picture of a used condom. And all of a sudden I get a text from my brother and he says, hey, you want to come over Friday, smoke some of this weed? I said, hell yeah, I'll come over Friday, smoke some of that weed. So there we are in the basement, next to the weed spot where I took the weed. I had the weed money, I'm smoking a couple of bowls, and I say to my brother, hey, tell me a story about that used condom on Instagram. He says, well, I woke up and I found your text message and I looked all over this fucking house, couldn't find the weed. I was so pissed off, I went outside and there it was under the stairs. So I went downstairs and I got high as fuck because I was in a bad mood and I wanted to go to work and have a good day. I stopped at the gas station, I wanted to get some Monster Energy drinks, and on my way to my door, there was a used condom. So I took out my phone and I took a picture of it. I said, yo, dude, that's an awesome story. We should make a song about that right now. And we did. And we sat at his kitchen table and we recorded Use Jimmy, a song about a used condom at a gas station. But what the song really is about is we get high before we go to work. We get high before we go to work. We get high before we go to work. We get high. We get high. We get high before we go to work. We get high before we go to work. We get high before we go to work. We get high. 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 Shout out to Commander Panda. There's a Commander Panda birthday today. Go to B's Community Bar and tip Commander Panda really well and hear some live music. Espresso. To me, Espresso made the best Christmas album ever. Then I will be listening to that shit every Christmas until I die. No one beats Espresso Christmas album. If you had not heard that shit, go to the Spotify and have your family buy a fireplace and play that shit. You will not be disappointed. Pass a bong around, it might be a better time. But it's up who's in your family. Could be a stuck-up motherfucker, or they might not like the bong. But either way, Espresso Christmas album is the shit.